Hi guys, today we're going to keep practicing distributing, combining, and solving equations. In these problems, the first thing I'm going to do is see if there's any distribution, and I can see that there is. Anytime I have parentheses with a number outside it, I'm going to multiply because squished together in math means multiply. Distribute is just a fancy name for take this outside number and multiply it by everything inside. Let's do that. 2 times 6m is 12m. Positive 2 times a positive 3 is a positive 6. This side is as simplified as it can be for now, so I'm just going to bring down everything on the other side, and then we can go from there. Let me put this pen on a diet. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to see what my like terms are. I can see I have 12m and 10m, and those are like terms. And then I also see I have constants of positive 6 and positive 4. What I want to do is I want to combine my variables. I combine like terms across the equal sign by using inverse operations. So if I have a positive 10m over here, the way I move it or combine it with that 12m is using the opposite of positive 10m, which is negative 10m. So I'm going to do that on both sides of my equation. I'm left with 2m, bring down, plus 6, equals 10m minus 10m is 0, so I'm just going to cross it out, and then I want to bring down my positive 4. Now I just have 2m plus 6 equals 4. All of my m's are combined, so now I'm going to combine my like terms. Again, I want to move this 6 across my equal sign, which means I need to use inverse operations. My 6 is positive. The opposite of positive 6 is negative 6, so that's what I'll do on both sides. I still have my 2m. Positive 6 minus 6 is 0, so I'm just going to cross that out, bring down my equal sign, and 4 minus 6 is negative 2. I'm almost there. My last step is isolate my variable. 2 is squished next to m, which means multiply. The inverse of multiply is divide, so I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that leaves me with 1m equals negative 2 divided by positive 2. A negative divided by a positive is a negative, so negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. M equals negative 1. Let's do another one. In this case, I can see I have distribution on the left and distribution on the right. It doesn't matter which one you do first, I'm just going to work left to right. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Bring down my equal sign, and I'll distribute over here. Negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Negative 2 times negative x, a negative times a negative is a positive, so this is plus 2x. Now I'm going to go ahead and look for like terms. I see I have x's, those are like terms, and I also have numbers by themselves, constants, those are like terms. I want to combine my x's first. So, to combine x's, I'm going to see if they're on the same side of the equal sign or different sides. Because they're on different sides of the equal sign, I need to use inverse operations to get them on the same side. It doesn't matter which one you move. I'm going to move the 1x just because I like to move my smaller ones. The opposite of negative 1x is positive 1x, so I'm going to do a positive 1x on both sides. A negative x plus a positive x is 0, so this goes away. I'm going to bring down my positive 4. Equals, I haven't done anything with this negative 4, so it needs to come down. And now here I can just add. 2x plus 1x is 3x. So now my equation reads 4 equals negative 4 plus 3x. To combine my constants, I want to move this one away from the variable over to the other side, so I need to use inverse operations. The inverse of negative 4 is positive 4, so I'll add 4 on both sides. 4 plus 4 is 8. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0, and I'm left with 3x. To get x by itself, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. 3 divided by 3 is just 1x, so this is going to go away. And 8 divided by 3 is going to give me a decimal, so there are a couple things I can do here. So I'm left with 8/3 equals 1x. I could do top in, bottom out to turn 8/3 into a decimal if I want to do it that way. 3 goes into 8 2 whole times. 2 times 3 is 6. I'm left with 2. Grab a decimal. Bring down my 0. 3 goes into 26 times. Leaves me 18. I'm going to get 2. So it's going to repeat. So I could say x equals 8/3. I could say x equals 2.6 repeating, or 2 6/10 repeating. And the last thing that I could do is convert my improper fraction to a mixed number. I just asked myself, how many times can I count by 3 to get to 8? I can count by 3 2 times to get to 8. 3 times 2 is 6. And so I take away 6 pieces from this 8, and I'm left with 2 and 2/3. If that was crazy, I'm sorry. You can either leave it as an improper fraction, or you can turn it into a decimal. Just wanted to show you another way. Your turn to practice.